Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie and today I'm here to do a video talking about the top 5 books I want to read this fall. I did this back in June for the summertime. I will link that video in the cards for you guys, but I figured why not do it for fall. So I have, like I said, 5 books to talk about today. So without further ado, I'm just going to jump right in and get started. So the first book I have to talk about is Forest of Thousand Lanterns by Julie C. Dowd. This was my most anticipated releases of 2017 and I just never got around to reading it, hence why I put it on the top 6 books that I want to read this year video that I did at the beginning of the year, which I'll also have linked in the cards. And this is an East Asian inspired retelling of the Evil Queen fairy tale, which I love, hence the name of my channel. So I am so excited to read this. I am actually making it the chapter by chapter book club book of the month for the month of October. So the link to the Goodreads group is down below if you guys haven't come and joined us already. And I love the Evil Queen fairy tale, like I just mentioned. And I also love Asian inspired fantasy books. I think they're really interesting. So I'm excited to pick this up. I also have an arc of the sequel. So if I love this enough, maybe I'll check that out as well. The book I want to get to this fall is The Devil's Labyrinth by John Saul. This is an adult mystery thriller with hints of a paranormal aspect from what I'm getting from the writing on the back, because I don't know much about it. So in the 14th century, this symbol right here appeared in the catacombs of Rome. In the 16th century, it was inscribed on a scroll in Spain. Today is about to be discovered beneath a historic building in Boston. This is the Devil's Labyrinth. So that sounds really cool. I actually got this from one of my friends through a swap box that I did last year, so that's really cool. Hopefully I'll enjoy it. I think it will be a 5-star read. It just sounds like something right up my alley, so I'm excited. The next book I want to read this fall is Vicious by B.E. Schwab. This is probably one of the most popular booktube books right now, as the sequel is about to come out in a week or so from when I'm filming this video. And it is adult fantasy and follows 2 best friends and former college roommates, Eli and Victor, and they do an experiment to try to give them superpowers, and it follows them years later as they have superpowers but they are now arch enemies. And again, I've heard fantastic things about this. I also adore this cover. I think this is a new cover they just came out with earlier this year. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and I have a feeling I'm really gonna like this book because it sounds like something I would really enjoy, because I tend to like the not so much superhero stories but the super villain stories I tend to really love. So hopefully this is one of those cases. The next book is a huge book, and this probably would take me the entirety of fall to read because it is over 1,200 pages long, and that is It by Stephen King. This is a book that I have wanted to read for not just months now since I got into Stephen King's works, but years. I started reading Stephen King back in February with Mr. Mercedes, which is my favorite book of this year so far, and this one has always, like I said, interested me, but also so intimidating just because of the size and its content matter, because I have a big fear of clowns. I will be completely honest with you, and I have never seen the It movie. I've never seen the original. I haven't seen the new one, even though I've heard fantastic things about them. And just knowing Stephen King's writing and the way he writes, I tend to really like his stories. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of his original stuff, it kind of came out in the middle of his career as a writer, so maybe I'll really like it. Hopefully I will. Hopefully it doesn't take me 3 months to read, but I have a feeling that I'm either going to be extremely happy with the way this book goes for me or extremely creeped out but happy in the end. The final book that's on this TBR for fall is another pretty large book, not as large as It, but it's over 800 pages, and it is in a mass market paperback edition. It is A Game of Thrones by George R. R. Martin. I actually did start reading this last year during Tome Topple, but I just never got around to finishing it. And I'm so glad that I have the physical copies. This is actually going to be a series that I wanted to start sometime next year, but I tend to read the epic fantasies in the fall anyways. So I figured, okay, I'll just put it on this TBR. And I'm sure everybody knows what Game of Thrones is about. I really don't have to give a synopsis about it. I have, like I said, started a book. I've also started the TV show. I do really like the TV show. And I've only gotten 3 episodes in, and I decided to put it on hold so I could give the books a try. I think I'm just going to read this first book before I decide if I want to continue on with the book series or just watch it on TV. So I will give keep you guys posted on that, but I'm excited to continue on with the story and see what my thoughts and feelings are. So that is going to be everything for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give a big thumbs up and subscribe. If you haven't already, I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Be sure to let me know in the comments down below some of the books you guys want to read this fall, as I would love to know. And as always, all my social media links are linked down below for you guys if you'd like to follow me on any of those. And all being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you soon for another video. Thanks for watching anyway. Bye!